So guys, the 2015 Outback is completed and listed for sale, but I'm continuing to drive it because it's my daily driver until I sell it and switch back to the BRZ. Now, tonight I was headed to the gym and I hit a bump in the road, and all of a sudden I was met with this: eyesight error, lane assist, automatic braking, and brake light flashing. Hit information, we've got eyesight off check manual, we've got electronic parking brake, and we've got check owner's manual. So I'm pretty sure I know what the root cause of this issue is, but not 100% sure, but that's what we're going to dive into in today's video. So guys, when we have a fault like this happen on our vehicle, what is the first thing that we should do? That's right, take a picture of our dashboard and upload it to Subaru Outback Enthusiast Facebook page and ask everyone what's wrong with your car. No, that is not what we do. Nor do we email myself and ask why these lights are on the dash. The first thing we do is go grab a diagnostic scan tool like this, hook it up, and read our codes and see what our trouble codes are. So the scan tool we'll be using today is the Top Don RT Diag 900 Bluetooth. First we need to pull out our VCI, plug it up under the dashboard. Power on our unit. Grab our key, put it in the ignition, turn it to the on position. Our fault is not currently active. We don't have the lights on. We don't have the eyesight disabled. This has been an intermittent fault. It has come on and gone off several times. So what we're going to do now is go and hit diagnose. And we'll do a system scan. So we do have a brake code, and it's a history code. It's a C1956 for right-hand actuator circuit. I believe when I scanned it earlier, I had a different code. Going to eyesight. Read our fault codes for eyesight. We've got a B2803, electronic parking brake operation prohibit. And I believe that is all we have going on right now for this particular issue. So guys, we pulled our codes. We did a little bit of detective work by Googling the vehicle and our codes, also looking up the codes and the definitions in the Subaru factory service manual. Our Google search results showed us that there's a TSB for this issue on this vehicle. This TSB affects 2015 to 2018 Legacy and Outback and 2015 to 2018 WRX with a CVT. The TSB number is 06-87-22R. You might want to call your Subaru dealership to see if your car is still covered to correct this issue, but if you just want to take care of it at home for about 10 bucks, 7 bucks, just depending on the Subaru dealer, retailer, or parts provider for the fix for this issue. And it is a small little package of electrical connector clips to fix the electronic parking brake pigtails on these vehicles. Their little tabs get brittle and break off, and you lose connection or you get an intermittent bad connection. And I think that's the issue we have here. And it said it was on our right-hand actuator. So we're gonna get into the car and take a look at the pigtail on our right-hand actuator. I'm also gonna show you that little repair kit, and we'll be installing that repair kit today. So guys, to start off, we're gonna get back here and do a quick visual inspection of our parking brake actuator and the electrical connector here. Now, normally, like other electrical connectors, there's a push detent, a lock that keeps that connected. But we're gonna take and give a little tug, and we see nothing is retaining this pigtail on this actuator. Our little plastic tab, our lock tab, has broken, so that is just loose. So that would correlate with what I described as when I hit a big bump. Our eyesight alarm came on, our parking brake was flashing. A big enough jolt can cause this to lose connection. Now, if we look at the opposite side of the car, on the left-hand side, we see that they've already had the issue and they corrected it with a simple zip tie. So we could correct this with a zip tie as well, hold it on there snug, but for under $10, we can fix it the proper way with the Subaru Repair and get it where we know it's not gonna come loose and it's done the right way. So really quickly, I'm gonna put the camera in the car, I'm gonna start the engine up, let it run, and I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna just barely wiggle on this connector and see if we have that eyesight error and the parking brake error come up on the dashboard. All right, guys, so I got the camera set up, got the engine running. I'm gonna run under the car and I'm gonna barely wiggle that connector and see if it replicates our concern from earlier. Wiggling connector now. And as you see, we've replicated our issue, our eyesight warning, our eyesight inactivated, and our flashing brake light over there. So we've confirmed that our issue is this vehicle is affected by that bad pigtail for the electronic parking brake actuators. So we will be installing the repair kit. So here we have our repair kit. It is an X9904AL110. And this is, again, our service bulletin that goes through and tells us exactly what we need to do to install the repair kit and fix this issue. Pretty quick, pretty easy, not really complicated. You can probably do it in your driveway in about 10 minutes on a set of oil ramps. So basically all we got to do is take the old pigtail loose. We've got a weather pack seal there. We've got an inner part of the end of the pigtail we need to snap on there. And we've got these lock tabs that'll go on and secure it from the outside rather than using the old lock tabs that failed. All right, so what we're gonna do, pull this pigtail back. We need to pop off this inner gray plastic shell here. Just like so. We will be discarding that. Reach in here and grab out that old water seal. Just like so. While we're in here, we'll check our pins, make sure that they're not splayed out or wallered out, and make sure everything's clean in here. We'll take our new weather seal from our repair kit, slide that down, make sure we get in there squarely. We don't want it getting crooked like it's doing right now. I'll take my pocket screwdriver, try to square it up and push it down into place. Just like so. Make sure it's sitting flush with that lower lip and it's not kinked up or curled up or anything like that. So we'll take the new piece, inner piece, pop it on the connector as per the TSB guide. Make sure that goes on all the way nice and flat and flush. Once that is on, we'll take the big end of our tether, plop it around our wiring harness. We'll take our pigtail and we will stick it into our actuator, just like so. We'll pop it back down, check that weather seal in there, make sure it didn't get all screw waddy. Make sure that it's in there the way it should be and seals properly. We'll take the slider back up on there again. We'll take our clip, and clip it around our actuator, making sure it clips into place fully. Make sure our little claws are going into the connector to hold it in place. And there's an up close look at that repair harness and that lock tab installed. You've got to push it in. There is a clip on either side. You got to push it a little bit firm, but don't push too hard. It is plastic, you can break it, but it has to click firmly on either side. There's a little pin on either side, or a little tooth on either side, claw, that has to lock in. And then these little claw pins here have to pin into the connector this way. But once it's on there, it is firm, tight, not gonna wiggle, not gonna come loose. It is good to go. So all we gotta do now is repeat this process on our driver's side and we will be done. And real quick, this is what I'm talking about. These little teeth right here, these little clips have to fully click in and seat flushly. There's also a little groove on the brake actuator that this has to be aligned in the center of. And once it's in there, you'll know it just goes completely flush. You might have to wiggle a little bit side to side to get it to pop in all the way, but you know, it will go. It is advisable, as it is directed in the TSB, to take a blow nozzle and compressed air and blow out the connector pigtail, both sides of it, both the electronic parking brake actuator side and the pigtail side, and all around it, in case there's any grit or mud or dirt stuck in there. Anything like that will hold this clip up where it doesn't seat fully, and it has to seat fully to lock in. All right, now on to fix our driver's side. First, we'll cut off this zip tie, or zip ties. We've got quite the array here. All right, now that we've got the zip ties out of the way, we can go in here and remove, again, that old inner piece of the connector. And fish out that weather seal, just like so. Again, I'll look down in here and make sure our pins aren't spread open or nasty corrosion. Make sure all that's good. Make sure we blow out the connectors of any garbage or trash that's in there. We'll grab our new weather seal. Slide that down on. Take our inner piece. Clip it fully into place. Put our tether on. Then plug back in. Now push the clip back in and install our new locking tab. And just like so, we are all done. All right, now that we're done, we get in the car, start it up. We see we have no errors. We'll go ahead and apply the parking brake. It applied, we heard it. We got the red light on. Brake light's on, push it. We can hear the brake deactivate. Light is off, light is off. We'll go through and rescan. I'm gonna use the Phoenix Max this time, just to get the topology screen and go through all the systems, make sure we don't have any codes in any of the different systems. And we'll go ahead and do a mass code erase once we get all of the codes read, and erase the ones for the brakes and the ones for the Eyesight system. We got our electronic parking brake operation prohibit, our right-hand actuator. We'll go through and clear these DTCs. So guys, there you go. We've rescanned. Everything is good. No codes, no more electronic parking brake codes, no more Eyesight codes, no more issues. We have repaired the issue, replaced everything with the supplied repair kit, and followed the TSB. We should no longer have any issues when we hit bumps in the road with our Eyesight going out and our parking brake going out. But if you don't want to deal with the hassle of going to the dealership, if you don't want to wait around for them to fix it, you can get the part for under 10 bucks. I'll put a link in the description where you can get it from SubaruPartsDeals.com. And in 10 minutes in your driveway, you can do this. You saw me do it. It's super easy, and you can fix the issue yourself. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one.